We got to this one address. I said, this one goes around back. He went around back, boom, drove off, left them right at the stop.
That was after getting hit by a car.
You got hit by a car?
I ended up drinking 24 Bud Lights in about 48 minutes. Drunken nomad stumbles out in the road and he hit me going 30 miles an hour.
What's up, everybody, and thank you for joining us on another episode of All in the Delivery. This is episode 4. I'm your host, Dave, and join with me, as always, down in West by God, Virginia, Luke. How are you, buddy?
Oh, man, I'll tell you. We had some heat this week, and I always feel I feel iffy saying that because I after, coming in with the Nomad Delivery Guy account and really getting introduced to the cardboard community, I have seen heat in people's Insta stories. So I always say that. But, I think people will just acclimate to where you are, honestly. And it's been hot as fuck here. It was 96 degrees Wednesday with a real feel, or maybe that was Tuesday. Tuesday and Wednesday were the bad days. So Tuesday it was 96 degrees with like a real feel of 100-ish, maybe 101. Humid as fuck. Kicked the shit out of me. And Wednesday was just about the same. It was like 93. And yeah, that shit zaps you, man. I tip my hat to all the people that deliver in that shit all the time. But like I said, man, I think the body just acclimates. But as we record this, I think we made no secret now that we try to record on the weekends, especially if it's Dave and I. It's on a Friday, and this one was a good one. It was pretty easy for all things considered. So, yeah, brother, I'm doing good.
Hell yes. Yeah, same, sort of same here. The heat broke on like Wednesday for us. And then like all the humidity went away. We just got over the hurricane that came up the coast there and up the east side and all that. A lot of fucking rain, but we're here doing it again and enjoy doing this as always. We weren't sure if we'd be able to do it because who knows if we were gonna have power or not up here and whatnot with heavy winds and rain and shit. But we're happy to be here and be with you guys again. So
absolutely. That's how it was here this morning. Like it was pissing, so that shit just floated on up your way.
Yes.
Like last night into this morning, but we had like one spurt left, but it wasn't that bad today.
Good. But I'm excited for this one because we got a lot of good stuff to talk about. Oh my God.
Gems.
There's been some absolutely wild, I don't know, just everything going on right now in the world. The Olympics are still going on right now as we're recording this. And there's been some absolute just bangers in the Olympics. But to start, let me tell you guys a story quick. So the other day, because, obviously we talked about it before, I have a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old. So my 5-year-old, obviously about to start first grade this upcoming school year. He's, he's learning how to read and he's very good at it. And so he must notice this, right? So he asks me the other day in the car. He's like, "Dad," I'm like, "Yeah, bud, what's up?" He goes, "Are all toys made in China?" And so he must have seen on like all of his toys, or most of them say in the bottom of them made in China. And so, me and the entire family are in the car, my wife, my other son, and I'm driving and I pause and I'm thinking about this in my head and I'm thinking about how I can answer this. I said, there's a couple different roads I could go down here. I can just end the conversation right there and be like, some of them are, bud. Nothing. No, yeah. Or
but that's not why we're telling this story.
No. But
yeah,
me,
man, I'm sorry.
I go, I say, well, yeah, Xander, yes, there a lot of the toys are made in China. Not all of them, but a lot of them. And then I said, let me tell you something, son. I said, there's this company over in China where, kids your age are working. And
Timu, you motherfuckers.
I was like, there's this company called Temu
Timu,
eh,
sorry.
where kids your age are working. And he's like, really? And my wife looks at me with his face just like and slaps me and shit like across the arm, backhand slaps me and just like shut up kind of deal. And yeah, it's I
He
mean for
tells
a kid to ask are all toys made in China is like
he tells me this on the phone, and I'm in a residential development whenever we're talking, and I'm like, this is a place that is not really, it's pretty quiet, and dude, I'm fucking dying on the phone because I'm not laughing at child labor. It's the fact of the response he made because fucking Temu, if you Google them, that's the first fucking thing that pops up. Like they don't even, I think they're just investigated and they just shuffle. God, that sounds terrible to say, just shuffle those kids somewhere else. But dude, I think that's why I am honestly, I don't know this. This is purely opinion, but we went from seeing like a surge of it, like non fucking stop, to where it was starting to really. I don't want to
yeah,
say it was taking over, but it was fucking getting there, man. And
yeah,
then
we were getting a lot.
it completely. I mean, this is just for. And then it kind of just dropped off for a while, and nobody got like I wasn't getting. You know how their packages is pretty. It's pretty obvious. They're all savers too, so they're pretty easy to spot. And I feel like I went from delivering it all the time to literally delivering nothing, and now they're kind of
Barely.
popping around again, and that makes me wonder. I'm like, I wonder if the drop was because they got investigated or some shit or some, I don't know, but yeah, they definitely got something fucking fishy going on. I don't know. I shouldn't. This pure speculation, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It was a lot then nothing. Just
Yeah.
odd. I'll just
But
say
it's coming
that.
back around. I've noticed them a lot more in the trucks.
Did you have a drop off too like that, like from getting it a bunch to nothing?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I was
Okay,
like,
so
what
that
happened? Where did it
yeah.
all go?
See, that's what yeah. So that makes me even more curious that something definitely happened. But yeah,
Like they had
what
to
an
find new
answer!
employees.
What an answer to give to Xander, but dude, he's not telling a lie, and it's a not a it's a terrible truth, but he's a kid.
Yeah, he
He's not
doesn't
gonna
know.
take he doesn't understand that, man. But
Yeah.
it's that the response is hysterical because I was like I couldn't quit laughing. I was like, if and it's I never even thought of this until it was another driver that told us, and as soon as I was told, I googled it, and I was like, "Holy shit, that's all you see." But yeah,
Yeah.
what a what a
Crazy.
what a story that was.
Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy, crazy. But yeah, that's what's been going on here anyways. Kid asking me if all toys are made in China.
Well, I can uh I can say what's going on here might be a little bit of an elephant in the room for anybody that listened to episode 3. Uh, that police officer resigned from our town, so he is no longer employed
Mm.
with us. I know of at least one other. So he worked for like 5 agencies, if you will, small
Yeah, which is
town.
crazy. Like I don't even
Yeah,
know how you even do that.
like it's like yeah, that nobody. It's a high number because normally I looked it up, and or I didn't. I don't want to say I looked it up. This person that I didn't really know personally, but kind of from the area, they were they had shared somebody on X that was like dissecting it, and like the average number, like the highest was like 3, maybe. Like nobody worked 5, like for the small town. But the thing is that what happens is they they're the small town people. Most of them are like the gutter, if you want to. I hate to say that, but for the most part, it's true. We had a good town police here that was older and was about to retire. Like I feel like if you have somebody, because they don't pay that much money, and I've learned this from a few people that I know in law enforcement here, and that's why they don't like this guy had it. But the the crazy thing with this, other than is how viral this went, and I literally had another story pop up from some place in Atlanta that brought this up in another news story down there. So it's still getting circulated even as we record this now.
Yeah, how viral did this go? So people know.
TMZ had it on their top story. TMZ was their top story. Fucking CNN was out. CNN was at our town hall apparently, and they all thought there was going to be a meeting, and there was not. And I'm going to when these get released, this will all be done. But I I'm going to go. I'm going to go to a town meeting this coming Monday and try to figure out, because the problem is I'm not going to go too deep into uh like what the town side of this, but I'll just say this: there's not any real dialogue with people, and they don't. I feel like their meetings are kind of just like a facade, more or less, and like nobody hears much. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
don't, and I don't. And this being a small town area, I know the mayor, and I know a lot of. So I like me saying this. I've already fucking kind of pissed some people off, but like they don't. There's no communication with anything, with major, like with utility bills or asking questions. They stuff just tries to get buried, and I'm sure that's probably not that uncommon in smaller areas. But for like the listeners that are in like a more populated area, I know this might not be as. I mean, it was a pretty intense video. If it made number one on TMZ, it was obviously pretty fucking shocking. But it being in a smaller area like I am, like our actual, like the county I live in has like, I think total there's like 60,000 people here. So it's like pretty much, as a county, you're not going to know everybody, obviously, but in the different towns, these community, like this shit, when this shit happens in a fucking community like the one I live in, it fucking rocks it, because it's like everybody gets on edge and they're like, holy shit, because it's a small place. Stuff doesn't really happen like that here. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And they handled it the same fucking way that they would handle anything else in this town. And not like CNN, or not only our news, CNN fucking was national fucking media was here, and they never said shit. And this is why I'm going to this town meeting. Hopefully by the time this is released, I have some resolve, because all I've said to them is I want to work together. But man, there's going to be some constructive criticism, because the shit that was told to me about this man is bad. You've heard it. I'm not
Oh
going to
yeah.
go into detail about anything, but you can say for yourself too. This dude needs mental fucking help, and he's been, and he's. I'll just say he's had mental health issues in the past, and he's been investigated. Like this dude, I don't think he can. Like a lot of these guys in the small town areas can bounce around if they get in trouble somewhere, but I think
Yeah.
he might actually be done, because anybody that really looks into him, he's just one that makes it look bad. But I just wanted to let everybody know that listened to the last episode, and probably most of you, if you saw, because a lot of people sent me that. That's what I was telling my wife. It was crazy, because shout out to Ernie Martinez. He lives in California. He sent me this video. He's like, "Is this where you're talking?" I was like, "Yep, that's where I live, man." And
That's us.
but yeah, I just wanted to say to the listeners that he is no longer employed with us, and I can't speak to the five others, but I've heard at least with one other one they let him go.
Oh yeah, that dude's got to be cooked. Like he's got
Has
to
to
be
be,
done.
dude.
Has to be.
And this was I feel I don't even give a shit to add to give more shock value to this. I don't even care if I can just to tell this real quick. I told Dave today, because I wasn't aware of this. But there was a retired minister, a preacher, a fucking minister. That dude was interviewed by the local news, and guy looked like he was 80 years old. Not a threat, not moving too fast. I'm just going to say that. No offense. He was elderly. And apparently this fucking guy, if you saw the video, I think before that recording happened, when she like kind of went up the whole 30 feet because he was going to tow her car and shit, just being aggressive, being how he was in the fucking video. And that fucking minister said, try to get up off the porch and like calm, because she was like screaming, like, help me, like telling him like he's got a gun. Of course, I mean he's in an unmarked car, and you saw if Dave see, he's in a t-shirt, so it looks questionable. That guy, apparently that dude fucking took some power steps towards that 80-year-old retired minister and had that gun in his fucking face too, or not in his face, but pointed at him. And that was, I think, what really fucking, like, after that came out, it's like, ugh. Dude, I if he gets fucking hired by any other fucking community here or anywhere, they all ought to be fucking arrested right then and there for fucking allowing it, because it's a matter of time before, and I hate to say it, and that's a common thing around, there. It's people like him that make police look bad. I fucking will always advocate for the police. I've got a lot of family members. My grandfather was my fucking hero, and he was a lifetime police officer and retired, I believe, as a lieutenant. I don't like being on that side of it, but when there's fucking injustice, you got to speak up. And that fucking dude was, it speaks for itself. But anyways, yeah, he's done.
Good. Scumbag.
Yeah. One less one less person to fucking worry about, scumbag. At least. Right.
One less scumbag. So in other news,
to lighten the mood a little bit.
To raise the bar here a little bit.
A lot of terminology.
So there's been some fun things going on at the Olympics. One, if you haven't seen it yet, you got to check it out. You got to Google it. But it's I believe it was a French pole vaulter who goes by the name of Anthony Ammirati. Was doing his thing, went up on the pole, went to go launch himself up over top of the bar there, and this dude's big penis just got in the way and helped bring the bar down.
If there's ever a time to not have a hammer in your life, man. But I told you, with that guy lost in a possible medal, he's won so much more.
Oh, dude, it's insane.
I said, unless he's married or has a girlfriend, she's probably pissed, or fucking whatever his preference would be. Somebody's mad if he's in a relationship. God, man.
But like, what's so crazy about this, right? Is because like on the video, like in the slow-mo, you just see it. Like it's just this dude's
I want to go on record. I have not seen this video in slow motion.
You haven't seen this? Dude,
no, dude, I told you I only saw
his cock, you just see it just
all right. I'd fucking get the gist of what you're saying, because I saw the video.
On the bar.
I didn't see it in fucking slow motion. I saw that Bob Menery video when you told me, because I haven't been watching much of the Olympics, and that's not for any particular reason. I'm always bad about keeping up with it every Olympics, and that's because I want to make that clear, because obviously there always seems to be fucking controversy this day and age. Yeah. I'm not boycotting the Olympics. I watch here and there when I can, but when it's overseas in a different area, my time different. Like I was telling you, I haven't even watched that much basketball, because I meant to watch that Serbia game that the USA fucking came back and won, but I forgot.
So So what's so crazy about this whole thing and his video of him and his schlong just catching the pole was was he got offered $250,000 to do an adult film on I actually have it right here. This is from attitude.co.uk. Um and it is the vice president of the chat. It's a chat webcam site called Cam Soda. And the vice president of the adult webcam and porn chat called named Cam Soda says to him, if it was up to me, I'd award you for what everyone else saw, your talent below the belt. As a lover of crotch-centric activities, I'd love to offer you up to $250,000 in exchange for a 60-minute webcam show in which you show off your goods, minus the crossbar, of course. Like,
You
he got offered 250K because his schlong caught the fucking
the
crossbar
research,
of
yeah.
a pole vault competition in the Olympics.
I mean, is he going to take it? Has there been confirmation if he's going to do it or not?
I don't know. I don't think he responded yet.
Well, like I told you, if he's
That's more to come.
if he's got a spouse, they're probably pissed and they're just waiting for the weather. She's probably keeping him locked in the basement, hanging out with Joe Biden somewhere. Fucking
Yeah.
dude, just to, I know this is going to be kind of random, but just to throw this in there because I had that thought. I don't mean to fucking trail off, but you remember we were on the phone? Was it maybe like we'll call it like a week last week when I was on the phone and that guy was talking about Biden and I don't think he didn't know that he wasn't running for
Oh yeah.
president anymore.
Yeah,
Dude, I fucking saw that guy again because he must when
yeah.
I'll have to say this real quick for the listeners because this is kind of a fucking hilarious story. You know, we have been Dave and I have kept in touch, and obviously we've never stopped talking. But since we're doing the podcast again, we're talking pretty much daily again on the phone, and we so I was on my break or I had I don't know, I think I had made a video and I'd taken like 20 minutes or something. I normally take 35. So I had like 15 minutes or something and I went in and this guy was just like, yeah, we don't need 4 more years of Biden. Dave's on the phone and I'm fucking sitting there and the dude ringing out like we're kind of looking at each other. And I fucking told Dave, I said, I should have fucking told him, what if I go out and do like a rain dance or something and he doesn't fucking run anymore and he just maybe something will happen, but just give me $200 a week ago. But I didn't do that, but I didn't mean to fucking jump. I just said that with that pole vaulter's house. If she locked him in the basement, it just made me think of fucking Joe Biden. Sorry, Joe. I know you'll ride off in the sunset soon enough, buddy.
Soon enough.
But I did not. Yeah, fuck. Anyways,
So with the Olympics, there's this new sport. I don't know if that's what they want to call it. Called marathon. It's called the marathon race walk. And the video of these people doing this marathon race walk is, I mean, if you haven't seen it, again, go check this one out too, because why not? But it is the most ridiculous thing you will ever see. And I saw a video of these people doing the marathon race walk, and it's literally like they belong to I think every marathon race walker should be our helpers. It's what I'm saying.
dude, they literally walk at a brisk pace, but I fucking can't stand.
It's
what
more
I'm
it's
sorry.
more than a brisk pace.
I'm sorry, man. I cannot. I mean, I can tell they're obviously in shape. I don't want to knock this, but dude,
I mean, look at those hips go. Right?
Yeah, but like when you're in a pack like that, how the fuck can you not just say, okay, I want to speed up? What you just can't you can't go into a full on run.
I
I
no.
fucking can't
You have
stand.
to walk. It's a part of the
I'm
rules of
sorry.
this sport.
I don't mean to. Yeah, it's definitely a sport, man. Because I'll say they'd probably smoke me in it if I tried to fucking speed walk. I'm BTs getting paid by the hour. They'd be fucking lapping
Dude,
me.
I saw their video and the first thing that popped in my head was, man, they'd be great helpers.
They would be, man. They would be before these fucking PVDs came along.
Oh
Now
yeah.
we wouldn't even. I'd be sitting waiting for my pickups till I'd be sitting for 5 hours. But you're right. They would be excellent helpers for sure.
They would be excellent.
They that what a fucking yeah. I mean, I don't want to knock it. Like I said, they would absolutely smack me in it, but it
Yeah.
just I don't know. I like boxing. What can I say?
I think we need to have our own Olympic Games. UPS should have their own Olympic Games.
Dude, they might be I don't know if they'd be positive Olympic games, but we'll get uh we'll get into that in a minute. I
I mean, like, you could have competitions about like people that can like parallel park in like one shot, like a big thousand or something, like between cones, or like people that can drive like the best in reverse. You can have like so many fun little like activities to do. My dad
I
said they
mean,
used to do shit like this.
I know back that would have been so fun to try. That'd have
I
been fucking
know.
amazing because I feel like everybody
Just
should think
fucking
they're the best. Because I
just
feel like I would be able
just
to
fucking
beat everybody,
frisbee
and
an
I'm probably not even
envelope.
top 100.
Yeah, like see like who can
Right?
see who can frisbee the envelope the furthest. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I know one thing they would get. If there's one thing they would get the gold medal in, it would be the most negative comment section on social media. But I before we get into that, I want to make sure to say this as we record this because I put this video that I sent to Dave and a shout out
Oh
to
yeah.
this FedEx driver that I don't know the gist of it and what happened, but these people were looking a little unruly and they were going to say something to him and he came out swinging and he cold cocked one of them and starched him. I don't know what happened with the other guy. The video is only about 5 seconds long, but that guy might have lost his job, but he's forever a legend in the delivery world.
Just pow right in the kisser.
Yep.
Yeah. So, like, what would you have done in that situation? You know, because obviously the driver knew something was up. So
Well,
the driver knew something was definitely like about to go down.
if
Don't know
you,
what happened exactly, obviously, like you said, but
I would say that, I mean, in that situation, if it's
he must
fucking
have
fight
felt
or flight,
threatened.
yeah, I would say so, man. I mean, there's been times, luckily I've not caught myself in a complete situation like that, but it's been close a few times. I've flirted with it. I'll just say that. I'm glad it's never came to that, but yeah, if they were fucking trying to, I mean, they were looked like they were trying to get him out of the van, so I'll fucking say I was
Yeah.
in the right.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, whatever happened, like I said, he definitely must have felt threatened to come out like that and just start swinging.
I think there's that's just so many disgruntled drivers, wet dreams, if you will.
I mean, we know a driver that never mind.
Dude, I'll just say this because as you're listening to
I'm his
this,
neighbor. Or I'm his driver. I'm his UPS
I
Oh fuck.
so as you hear this now, I'll just let out the secret in episode 4 because we David discovered this. Uh, he had brought this idea to me, and it was absolutely genius. And I don't know if anybody if I don't follow I've never followed the UPS page and I just stay away from it. I always have, but it's obviously a public page and you can look at it and a lot of people do follow it. Obviously, I feel like most do in the cardboard community. But there is the it is the most negative fucking comment section in it's got to be the most negative comment section on social media. So Dave brings this idea to me, about just start reading these off, and I came up with the name of Disgruntled Dialogue in honor of my good friend Disgruntled Doug, who is enjoying retirement and not so disgruntled anymore. And to be fair to Doug, he never was mad. I just always tell people, I was like, he wasn't mad at you. He was just mad. I was like that's the best way to describe him. He wasn't like mad at you personally. He's just fucking mad. But um I we had a couple ideas of how to do this, but I'd said, obviously you'll have heard these now, but this is this is where it was created. So there are over 600 posts. I told Dave just to pick one, and I'll pick one too. And if there's positive comments or good comments, I said we'll just say that's a good one. We won't read those because you'll see. You'll see. I want to give full on credit, but just tell me which one. I'm looking at the page right now. If you're on it, which one are you going to pick?
I'm definitely gonna pick the one I was talking to you about earlier with the dad who's a driver, and his daughter showed up with her exam, her nursing exam papers showing him that she passed her nursing exams.
Yes. Okay. There was one. There was one that. Oh my God, these are so. There's just so many. I'm gonna pick. I'm just picking a random one of. I don't even know the comments in it yet, and it's just of a guy standing in front of a UPS van. I can't even read the caption, but that's what I'm gonna do. And if you have a positive comment, if you want to go first, or you want me to go first?
Go for it, bud.
All right, there are 205 comments on this post. It says, "You've got a fast car. I've got a package to get there." It's a driver with his arms crossed. Oh man, hold on. Oh,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
it's gonna my blurred
I
out
saw it.
vision. Sorry. So 205 comments. Here we go. First one. Worst delivery service ever. The people that deliver the packages don't pay attention to the address, and my package just gets delivered to the wrong address. Second, UPS deliver a package? Really? My wedding dress had been delivered to another address and left out in the street. Probably got stolen. UPS won't do anything and literally or will not reimburse my parcel. This is stealing. All capital letters. Shoes aren't polished. He's being written up as we speak. Why is UPS scared of using a doorbell? Rang this morning and was told they don't have to. Doesn't really make sense if you're scared of ringing a doorbell when you might be in the wrong job. When I said it's ridiculous, I was told that we've had bad experiences in the past with ring doorbells. So unprofessional. I haven't came across the positive comment yet, by the way. Do your delivery personnel ever actually attempt deliveries, or is the standard process just to send the attempted delivery message by default? Every single time when the package is due for delivery, the message pops up, and this is when you're already made sure you'll be at home all day to accept the delivery. Shake my head, clown emoji, clown emoji. Worst delivery service, 3 thumbs down. My package has been processing at your facility for a few days. Was it supposed to be delivered on the 9th? Can I get some help, please? But yet they still manage to send my package to the wrong address. This has happened to me 3 times already with UPS. Why is there a shitty phone AI? Or wait, why is there only a shitty phone AI? I want to talk to a real human. This AI can't help. I have
Yo,
not yet.
I had a woman actually tell me this like a couple weeks ago. She was like, "Oh, thank God you're here." And I said, "Oh, okay, yeah, I got a package here for you." She was like, "Yeah, this is great. I've been on the phone, and let me tell you something." And I was like, "Oh no, here we go." You know? And she goes, "I've been on the phone with corporate UPS, and it was an AI that doesn't get you anywhere. And then they're like, I'm sorry, can you repeat that? I'm sorry, can you repeat that? I'm sorry, I didn't understand. Can you repeat that? And she was telling me everything about how they got like AI automated messages now for when you call the corporate offices, I guess.
I, I'm not shocked. So our customer service just gets even shittier. But dude, I'm still, as you were talking,
Cutbacks.
I still, yes, cutbacks. Dude, I'm still scrolling for a positive comment. This bunch of useless drivers. UPS who delivers packages must be a joke, right? Why is your driver out of attempted delivery when they don't knock? Why don't drivers knock anymore? I'm like, God dang, man. I feel like I mean, dude, Mrs. Nomad said we deserve a medal because I feel like our customers are happy, but we're just a small speck here. And I feel like they're good drivers, man. But what the
There
fuck?
are.
Dude, here we go.
You know what's gonna happen? We're gonna
the fir-
fucking read one day, and it's gonna be one of our listeners, like this driver from.
Dude, I'm going to tell you right now, I finally came across the positive comment, and it's a fucking heart, and that's it. And UPS actually like that. And then the very next one, and this is the last one I'll read. The very next one, I scrolled on this fucker forever. Worst service ever. First and last time with international shipping through UPS. My package is a week late. I was supposed to get it on Monday, but it has been sitting at the same local facility since Tuesday morning. After trying to call different numbers, I finally yada yada. You guys suck. Yada yada. Delayed 7 days from the actual delivery date. What's going on? Like, dude, I found one positive comment out of all that, and it just they go on and on, and that's just me reading it. That's the first. I don't know. I didn't think that was going to have 205 comments. I feel like other ones that I've seen are not that long, but those were novels. Yeah. Those trolls were novels, and all we had was a heart, and that's it. Like the word. Go ahead.
Let me read some from mine. And this was a video that was posted on their social media page. That was a driver, and his daughter shows up to surprise him with her grades, showing her dad that she passed her nursing exams.
Which is a positive fucking moment.
It's a feel good moment. It's a feel good moment. It's a feel good video.
We both have kids.
But let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. These comments are out of control. These people are insane. And this one says, I think there needs to be a talk with your drivers on the correct way to take a picture of the customer's packages. Like, 1, don't take a picture of the inside of the truck. 2, take a picture if the actual package is sitting outside of the house, on their porch, back door, carport, anything they can see, anything they can visibly see in the picture, so it's shown it was delivered to the right house. 3, actually make sure the label on all the packages have the correct person's address on it. I was supposed to receive 3 packages yesterday. I got 3, but 2 were mine. 1 was for someone at a different address, not near my house. And then trying to numb things down on the phone to the operator was not going too well either. Finally got my right package today. And then she commented again, oh, and make sure the driver reads the special instructions on where we wanted the item placed, like by our front door and not our carport.
Oh my Lord.
And also another comment from her. She says, my boxes are nowhere in the proof picture they sent me. I mean, to be honest, the picture is the floor.
Dude, she is hate. She's fucking, dude, she was stomping that fucking message into the ground with her feet.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit.
So that was the best one on that one.
And that's what I mean. You have a picture of a daughter showing her dad her grades. Like, dude,
it's a video.
They have the video. They have to. Whoever runs this account, I bet fucking takes antidepressants like Scarface snorted cocaine, dude. I'm just going to say it's a fucking miserable comment section. What else you got?
This one says, "Hey, how come my package was on the truck for delivery? The driver drove within a half mile of my house several times today, yet he never delivered my package. Someone was home all day. Your drivers get a pay raise and service gets worse." All right. Oh. To be fair, it was probably Orion, and he was watching him follow Orion, going within a half mile, back out, come back in a half mile, go back.
dude. I mean, I mean, just getting onslaughted. I can't even. I mean, I try to do. It's like we're only one person.
I know. I know. And then there's the good old then there's this one. And then there's the good old drivers commenting on it. Like, and then he got written up for late air. And then somebody else said, and stealing time. Like,
God, yeah, of course they're really later. God, I can't stand it. They're probably the drivers that just bitch every morning.
or like his four ways aren't on, or his mirror's not pulled in. Like,
Dude,
God.
yeah, like the fucking and the driver comments, and when you know it's a driver, that's
Oh yeah.
those are the ones that because I made a video on a couple years ago at the Helper with dressed up like the Grinch, and it was, I mean,
Great
dude,
video.
oh, dude,
That
yeah,
is such a good
just
video.
fucking. But I mean, yeah. So there, what is there any ones that stick out? Have you seen? I'm sure there's got to be some good comments on that video. I
Oh yeah,
fucking know.
somebody posted a picture of them graduating when passing their nursing exams and says, I know that feeling." And then there was commented by UPS says, "Congratulations," with a couple heart emojis. Like,
That's
you know,
good. I was gonna
yeah,
say that one has to have more positive comments than mine did, but fuck, the negative ones I guarantee outweigh. It's so bad. It's so fucking
yeah, yeah. It's good. It's a good time. It's a good time if you ever are bored. Just go to the Facebook page and
and
read
have
read
just
all
be
the
like,
comments.
dude, if you're going through a divorce, like we said, if you're going through a divorce or your dispatch is mad or you're just having it something, you're in a shitty time, if you want to feel better, think, man, like, man, I'm not that angry. Just go to that comment section, man. You'll cheer yourself right up.
Exactly. And what's crazy? Okay, I just looked at another one, and this one had me. There was a post where a driver lost a family member to hydration illness.
Oh,
And so this driver, they take hydration very, seriously, obviously. And with this
right,
job, you have to. We've seen those stories. We've heard those stories. Everybody's heard those stories of those drivers.
right.
Um, And I mean, this person who commented said, not forcing so much daily volume, keeping drivers out longer in the weather is a good idea too. It's easy to force demands and numbers from an air conditioned office eating corporate cake, though.
Oh,
And then somebody else commented under that, stuff and packages have to get delivered. If you didn't have your precious package the day it said you would, you'd be crying the opposite. Um, Go figure, driver versus ex supervisor. There won't be a good conversation here.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then like so obviously something like that on a post where it's like, somebody lost a family member due to hydration illness, which it says. And then it's, shit like stop making changes on your website. Each change makes things more difficult and more confusing. You aren't helping customers. Where is shipping history? It's gone. Why? Why does the receipt label
So
close
it
after
literally
printing, but the
doesn't
label
matter.
stays open? Like they don't
It
give a
doesn't
fuck.
matter.
They
They
don't give a
don't give
shit.
a fuck.
No.
Like, why? Who signs up for this fucking job to be their social media fucking person?
I
I
want to have
think,
them come on the podcast.
dude, if
If we could
they,
find out who does the social media shit.
I would love to fucking talk
If
to them and
anybody
be like,
listening
dude,
knows who does the social media stuff,
we want to
send us a
fucking
DM, please.
know.
Yes.
Holy
God.
shit.
17 days and my package is still in Louisville and it doesn't update. I complained everywhere and they don't give me a solution. I need help. Just like, oh my God.
Dude, I will say people don't give two fucks. You could have those toothpaste. You could have a feel good.
Here you go. UPS is a far superior company than FedEx will ever be. This is a delivery from FedEx for my business. Never even received an apology from FedEx. The guy's throwing boxes out the back door.
Oh, I can see it. Not giving two shit. Is that FedEx or is that the mailman?
No, no, no.
But no,
That's
that's
FedEx.
FedEx. I see
Yeah,
the F now. Yeah.
there goes.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Fucking cameras.
Disgruntled dialogue. Here we are.
Disgruntled dialogue. Get ready. We may have a catchy jingle. We probably we. Sorry, I'm doing it in the past. I'm trying to say it in the past tense, but this was the week as you listen to this, it was discovered. So it's
Yes.
fresher. We plugged it in.
Yes.
Spoiler alert: if you didn't listen to the first, if this is the first episode you listened to, you didn't listen to the first three. You learned a little history beforehand.
That's right. Well, this is the time when we're going to get into the question of the week. Shout out to the few comments that we've got there on them. They're starting to come back around now. A couple more comments here and there. As we keep rolling out these episodes, I'm sure more of you will be commenting and giving us fun things to read and all this good shit. So, this question of the week has to do with road rage. Says, what's your wildest road rage incident on the job?
This was also we thought this was a fitting question. Dave actually thought of this because of a crazy incident that happened in my town too. So shout out to Dave for this question of the week, because every driver, yeah, thanks for the ones that commented, but the ones listening, I feel like everybody's got some type of situation.
You would think.
We can all relate.
This one, here we go. This one's from Brad Moser. B-Rad Mo says, not mine, but my buddy had words with a guy in traffic. And then afterwards, my buddy realized he was following the guy. Turns out his next stop was this guy's neighbor, so it looked like my buddy was following him. The dude pulled into his driveway, jumped out, and sprinted into the house because he thought that his buddy was going to kick his ass.
I don't know. I feel like that was Brad. He's just not want to give himself credit. This was ready to whip somebody's ass. They ran in their house. I know it was you, Brad.
This one's from the Henry Film Co. Says, no real road rage incidents from me. After driving for a while, you just get used to being honked at, cussed at, and cut off. But I did have a kid grab my rear bumper while he was on a skateboard. That one pissed me off. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that'll do it.
This one's from that dude, Luke. I still, to this day, do not know how to pronounce that. Am I?
I mean, I'm just assuming it's Michigan, dude. If you really want
Meh.
It's
that dude Luke in meh.
Yeah.
Luke, what's up, buddy? It says, not to me, but I witnessed a car blow a red light. Like 30 seconds into the red light, almost hit two pedestrians crossing the street, and the driver honked and gave two pedestrians a finger as he went back to looking down at his phone.
Oh, not giving two shits.
Mm-hmm.
And shout out to those three dudes podcast, because that is who that dude Luke is, by the way.
That's right.
I don't know if he
Yep, I knew that.
But yeah, Luke in May or Michigan.
Meh.
Meh.
Meh. This one's from Girl Dad 8704. Says, at Best Buy one time, only one dock, and that is where the trash bins were. Me and the trash guy got there almost the same time. He tried to get in my face about it, then walked away pouting. LOL. Nice. Way to get there first.
He was this trash guy, dude. He was he felt the fucking I was trying to think of I was reading the wrong comment. I was about to say that was Ernie Martinez. I was trying to keep up this time, and I had the wrong people in order. I was going to say Troy Polamalu, but I feel like when you get to that, you're going to know exactly who I'm talking about.
Oh, I know. I already saw you commented. This one's from Cam Sawa. Says, blew a kiss at a fella the other day that apparently was really frustrated with me and wanted me to pull my truck up. Heard him yelling at me across the road to pull the fuck up. I looked and wasn't going to compromise my car length of space ahead, and saw in my monitor he had room to pull behind me. I wasn't impeding the flow of traffic either. He proceeded to call me a effing idiot, pointed his phone at me, and shot me the bird. I can only assume to elicit a response. So I blew him a kiss as I watched him pull around me with his phone in hand, which was most likely recording his whole hissy fit. I hope he made it home okay.
Good man, Cam. Yeah, dude. That would fucking he was wanting Cam to blow up. That's why he had that phone out. He's
Oh
all
yeah.
mad. He blew him a kiss. That's great.
Love it. Kill him with kindness. This one's from Old Ball Bearded Bastard. Says, I deal with some stupid fuckers daily, mostly fucking tourists. If they had a clue of what I was saying in this truck, I would have been gone a long time ago. That goes with all of us for sure. For
Yeah,
sure.
right.
Hopefully those
Very
cameras
fucking
aren't
true.
facing inward and recording us in our trucks. This one's from the hot delivery driver.
There's the Troy Polamalu.
Uh,
There's where the comparison goes.
yes, yes,
Shout
yes,
out to
yes.
Jeremy.
Jeremy, what's going on, buddy? This he says. So I clocked out and was leaving the building on my way to the parking lot. We don't have security at my building. Some black guy parks his car in the middle of the road, walks into the yard yelling and cussing at a driver, calls a driver out for a 1v1 in the middle of the yard. The driver parks his package car, then runs up on the black guy with a knife in hand. Holy shit. The black guy
Damn.
starts talking even more shit, telling the driver to put the knife down. He ain't no man because he can't fight. He's a scared bitch for pulling that out. Everyone's leaving, and the car parkers just watched as they both yelled at each other for 5 to 8 minutes. Then they both went their separate ways. I don't know whose fault it was, but we were all hoping for the one versus one down the street at the park after, but it didn't happen.
Dude, no, that's
Good
a
God.
crazy fucking story. San Diego, right? I'm pretty
Yeah, well, over
sure.
there. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Damn, that is a fucking. I mean, I can't say anything about a knife because I carry brass knuckles with me, and part of that reason is they're legal in this state. A lot of places they're actually legal, which I didn't realize. But I've always thought that if I had a knife with me, that at least with brass knuckles, because I can still I'm definitely not as strong as I used to be, but I'm still pretty. I can still pack a pretty good punch. I'll just say that. I think the people that I spar with would agree that they would agree with that. We don't go 100%, but they know if I could catch them hard, they would. I'd say they would agree. So I think with brass knuckles, especially, that's going to make anybody pack a fucking punch. And I've always thought if I ever get in an altercation of some kind, that if I hit somebody with those it would be less of a chance of killing them. I know I mean, I'm just being fucking, if I hit them once and knock them out, I could leave. Now, I'm saying if it's a fit of rage and you just fucking wail on somebody, obviously you can kill somebody with brass knuckles. But
Yeah.
I've always had, that's part of the reason why, because I have some knives and shit that I've always carried some type of weapon as like something. I always have with this job. Obviously, not a firearm because that is against the rules, and I'm not trying to get fired. But I've always had some type of. I mean, I've got an old billy club that was my grandfather's as a police officer. I
Mhm.
got all kinds of shit, but yeah, that is a crazy fucking story though.
That's a good one. That's the content we're here for.
Dude, yeah, and then
Fuck.
Cam, sounds like the whole lot of say they got violence going on in your area, but Cam is he's a peaceful man, which we all want.
It's out there
I
blowing
would say,
kisses.
yeah, he's out there blowing kisses, dude. He'd have walked up that knife fight blowing kisses. Love you, brother.
Fucking awesome. But I believe that's all we got on tap for
Hot,
today.
hot damn, man, what an episode it was.
Absolutely. So, guys, thank you all for joining us. Listen, next week we hope to have a couple special guests. We'll wait to see if that works out. It looks like it's gonna. So keep an eye out for that one. Guys, go follow us on social media, huh? If you haven't already, please go follow the All in a Delivery Instagram page. Go follow Luke at the real nomad delivery guy.
I don't think it's I think it's real nomad.
Real nomad delivery guy.
Yeah.
If
You'll find it.
If you haven't
It's on
yet,
there.
yeah, go follow us everywhere on the social medias. Subscribe to the podcast. Do all that good stuff because we're back and we're pimping out episodes right now. So fucking loving it.
We're gonna try our best to keep stuff weekly for you. We're gonna try to get like I said, we might have a couple special guests from the previous on next week. Couple fan favorites, and moving forward, we're gonna try to do our best to not try to adjust the best we can, but try to release weekly. So if you're listening, we appreciate you. If you've been a past listener, obviously we appreciate you coming back. If you're a new listener, thanks for coming along for the ride.
Fucking right.
Yeah, we're definitely back.
Enjoy the ride. We'll catch y'all next week.
Later, everybody.